Welcome to Michael's Scratch Programming. This is going to be lesson 2 of the Two Dogs program. So I go to my stuff and I see this program called Two Dogs Part 1. I'm going to open the project and I'm going to go to File and I'm going to say Save as a copy. So it's going to copy it and it's going to be called Two Dogs Part 1 Copy. I'm going to change this to Two Dogs Part 2. I'm going to save now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, right click on the blue dog and say duplicate. So it's going to make a new copy of the blue dog. And I'm going to change the name to tan dog. I'm going to go to make sure I'm on the tan dog sprite. I'm going to go to costumes and I'm going to pick a new color. This color is hard to get. Okay. So I've got this new brown color. It's 1498.92. And if you ever want to use that same color again, you're going to have to write down the numbers and then you can get that color again. All right, so I click off the slider bar, click on the paintbrush. I'm on the, and then I'm going to click. Oops. If you make a mistake, you can click on this little back arrow button. So I'm going to paint him brown or tan, except I'm going to leave his ears and nose brown. Okay, the next thing, since he's farther away, I'm going to change his size to 40. Let's see how that looks. That's a little small. Let's make it 60. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to go to the code and I'm going to make some changes for the tan dog. First of all, he's going to be higher up. So let's make this 22. And let's have him start at a minus 55. And he's going to be going behind the rock, so I have to change it to back layer. I also want him to be pointing the other way, and we're going to have him walk only 9 steps. So let's save this and test this. Okay, so this is good. The next thing I want to do is, since I have 2 dog sounds, I'll give him a new dog sound. But I still see that I still have this meow from the cat. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go down here. So I'm going to use the dog 2 sound. So I click on the little speaker, and now I have a different sound for the dog. I go back to the code, and every time I see dog 1, I'm going to change it to dog 2. And I'm just going to change his turnaround position to 225 and 225. Okay. You'll also notice that the blue dog barks once on the right and twice on the left. I want the tan dog to do the opposite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these two things around. All right, let's go full screen and test it. I made a mistake here. Greater than 225. Sometimes you make a mistake. Oh, because I said that's my mistake. Yeah, sometimes you put in the wrong number. Uh, if it's less than 225, oh, there you go. It's minus 225. Sometimes you do make a mistake like this. And that's typical of programming. You'll make mistakes and you'll have to figure out what they are. Okay, so the blue dog barked twice on this side and once on this side. And the tan dog now barks, let's see, I think he's going to bark twice on this side. Okay. So that's the code for the tan dog. I'm going to pause the program and let you copy it. So I changed the back layer, the layer to back. I changed this number from the blue dog to the tan dog. I changed this direction. I changed the steps to 9, and I changed these positions and I flipped them around. And I changed the sound from dog 1 to dog 2. Okay, there's one more thing that I'm going to do to this lesson. I'm going to choose a new sprite. Oh, let's go to animals. And I want the parrot sprite. Okay, so the parrot is too big. So let's try 40 instead of 100. Maybe we'll make him 44. That's pretty good. So what is the code for the parrot? He's not going to have any sounds. So I'm going to put events when green flag pressed, and I'm going to motion. I'm going to he's going to point in direction, so he's going down a little bit. Point in direction. I'm going to have him pointing down 105. He's also going to be left, right. And then I'm going to put another loop, another forever loop. I'm going to have him change the costume just like he did, just like the other dogs' costumes changed. Next costume, and then I'm going to wait. I don't know, 1/8 seconds. Okay, he's flapping his wings, but he's not moving. So I'm going to put in move 10 steps. Okay, so what does he do when he gets to the edge? Now, this is going to be very simple compared to what we did with the dogs. I'm just going to add this block, say if on edge, bounce. Okay, I need a go-to block to start him up in the sky. So I'm going to put this go-to block here. So he's flying down, which is what I want. Okay, but I want him to land on the rock. So I say control. I'm going to say if, go to sensing, and I'm going to say if touching rock, what do I want him to do? I want him to wait say 1.2 seconds, and then I want him to go up in the sky. So I have to go back to the motion block, and to get him to go up, I'm going to have to say change Y by, I don't know, 188. And then I'm going to do a file, save now. So he should get to here and he should land on the rock. Okay. He landed on the rock when his wings were touching the rock. So I only want him to land on the rock when his wings are up and his costume is Parrot 2A. So I'm going to have to add some code here. It's going to be more complicated than if touching rock. I'm going to go to operators and I'm going to say and if he's touching the rock and I'm going to put an equal block here. Whoops. I'm going to say looks and I'm going to say what is his costume? It's costume 1. See, there's costume 1 with his wings up and his legs down. So if I say, if he's touching the rock and his costume is number is 1, he should now stop. So he'll only land on the rock when his wings are up. That's pretty good. I'm going to have him wait on the rock a little bit longer. I'm going to change it to 1.8 seconds. And what I want him to do when he touches the rock, he's going to move 10 steps in and he's going to go down 10 steps. I'm going to say change y by minus 10. And I'll do a save now. Okay. I'm going to move this. I got things in a little bit in the wrong order here. Let's try it like this. Okay, that looks good. It's like looks like he's really on the rock now. Okay, that's what I want. See, the parrot only stops on the rock when his legs are down and his wings are up. I might even make it a little bit further down. Okay, so he's really on the rock now. Okay, that's good. That's what I want. I'm going to make the code bigger so you can pause the video and then make sure you have the code correctly like I have in my program. All right, so I'm going to pause it, or you can pause the video, and then um, I'll show you the bottom of the video. And that's the end of this lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson.